focusing on how exactly you're going to tune your violin. So you might start to notice that you're playing different strings, it doesn't sound right. And so really, ideally, you should get a tuner. So you can either buy a tuner from a music store, or a way cheaper thing to do is just download it on your phone. So it's going to depend from phone to phone. So just go to your app store, look up Violin Tuner, and you're going to download it. And the idea should be the same. So before you can actually do the tuning, you really need to make sure that when you pluck the string, that for this lower string, which is the thicker one, it's a G. And so when you pluck it, you have to have a G on your screen. So you can see it says G, and then I can start altering it. If it says any other note, it's a lot more complicated, and I will do another video about that. So you really need to make sure it says G first. This next string up, it's the second thickest. It's a bit deep, it's a bit higher up, not as deep. This is D, and you can see it comes as a D, but mine's a bit too flat. My voice is exactly in tune though. Next string up here, so the second one from the left is an A, so you have to make sure there's an A on the screen. And the top one is an E. So you can see my violin's a little bit out, but not that bad. So you have to have those notes on the screen before you start using these fine tuners. And as soon as you pluck your string, you can see it shows which string I'm plucking. And then this line, you want it to be in the middle, and you want your line to go green, or maybe it doesn't go green on your app. So I'm going to pluck it, and it's a little bit to this side, and this is actually the flat side. It takes a while to get used to. Should you tighten it? Should you loosen it? Which way is tightening it? So really, initially, just play around with it till you get it right. And that's when you're going to use these knobs at the bottom. These are the fine tuners. And so literally, I'm going to pluck it. It's a little bit down. I'm going to turn the fine tuner. To go towards the right, I'm actually going to turn this towards the right in a clockwise direction. Pluck it again. Still a little bit low. And you're literally going to do that with all your strings. And as you get on, you'll become quicker with it. So it just takes time. Maybe one of your strings is completely out. That's the most difficult thing to deal with. And so maybe this is a G. Maybe I pluck it, and on my tuner it says F. So that is very far out. Give me a shout. I can help you fix that. Or that's what these pegs are for. These are the coarse tuners. They're a bit freaky to turn. They make your whole violin creak. Don't stress. It's quite hard to snap a string. And so you're just going to follow your string up until you see which peg it corresponds with. And what I suggest is putting it against your body so that if it does snap, it doesn't hit you in the face. Turning the peg, you most likely tighten it. Maybe you'll have to loosen it, and then plucking it and seeing if you're any closer. It takes a lot longer when you are using these top strings if you are far out. So just be patient. If you're getting frustrated, walk away, come back. But hopefully if you're tuning your violin every day or every few days, you should just need to use these fine tuners.